After my period stopped for 2 whole months, my mom was convinced I was pregnant, so she dragged me to the doctor. And who was sitting in the exam room? My ex-boyfriend, the one I dumped 2 months earlier. To be fair, I should have seen it coming. When I saw the name Dr. Cole Jacobs on the digital directory in the lobby, my brain short-circuited for a second. It can't be. I clung to a sliver of hope. It's a big city, lots of hospitals. Coincidences happen. But the moment I walked into the room and our eyes met, that hope died a swift and merciless death. He was impeccably dressed in a crisp, reassuring white coat. He had the title of Deputy Chief Physician at one of the top hospitals in the country. The hand holding the pen was elegant, with perfectly defined knuckles. Who else could it be? His tone was all business. Ashley Price is it? What seems to be the problem? Great. It had only been 2 months, and he was already pretending he didn't know me. Cold. Though, to be fair, the things I'd said when I broke up with him were 1,000 times colder. My exact words were, Cole Jacobs, after today, the only way you'll ever see me again is if you're on your deathbed, begging for one last look. And even then, I might not grace you with my presence. Well, karma's a bitch. Here we were, reunited in a hospital. Only the tables had turned. He was the doctor, and I was the patient, awaiting my sentence. And as for me, gracing him with my presence, his appointments were so sought after that I couldn't get one. My mom had to resort to her superpower, money, and pay double the price to a scalper just to get me in. I'm usually quick with a comeback, but from the moment I stepped into that room, it was like my tongue had been possessed by a particularly stupid ghost. My mom, however, was completely oblivious to the undercurrent of tension between me and Cole. She launched into a loud, detailed account of my symptoms. Dr. Jacobs, she hasn't had her period in 2 months. It's either pregnancy or some terrible disease. You have to give our Ashley a thorough checkup. The sheer awkwardness of the situation was enough to build a new wonder of the world. Of course, ma'am. We'll take it one step at a time, Cole said, his voice the epitome of calm professionalism. He had that perfect bedside manner that made patients feel completely at ease, but I saw it. As he lowered his head to write in my chart, I saw the words he was actually scrawling. Patient, possibly pregnant, missed period, not only moved on without missing a beat, but got knocked up by someone else in 2 months. Hey, is that last part really medically relevant? Do you have a boyfriend? It was a standard OBGYN question, especially when it came to missed periods. Before I could open my mouth, my mom jumped in. Oh yes, and our Ashley and her boyfriend are just so in love, practically inseparable. Have you taken a pregnancy test? Not yet. The second I found out she'd missed her period, I rushed her right over. It's so hard to get an appointment these days. My mom chirped. I see. On the surface, Cole's expression was placid, but my danger senses were tingling, and I could see the knuckles of the hand gripping the ballpoint pen turning white. The tip of the pen was bent at a 70-degree angle, pressing so hard it had torn through 3 layers of paper. Dude, that's my medical chart, not your burn book. So is it likely she's pregnant? My mom asked, her voice filled with hopeful anticipation. I shot to my feet. You know, I think I feel fine now. I actually feel like my period is about to start. I knew Cole's possessive streak. If I stayed in this room any longer, I was toast. But my mom shoved me back down into the chair. What are you talking about, dear? This appointment was so hard to get. Now that we're here, you need to tell the doctor everything that's wrong. I was on pins and needles, a nervous wreck. Cole finally adopted a more sympathetic tone. With you here, ma'am, Ashley might be a little embarrassed to talk. My mom had a light bulb moment. Oh, of course. What's there to be shy about? I've seen it all, she said as she walked out. Do you have any idea who this Dr. Jacobs really is? I wanted to scream. In bed, he's a complete animal. He only looks like a saint. As the clinic door clicked shut, it felt like a guillotine dropping. With the sole audience member, my mom, gone, Cole finally dropped the act. He put down the pen he hadn't been using